laugh. Just let me know when you're thinking. And don't feel like you need to respond. I'm going to kind of act like as if you already responded. So,
We're good whenever you are.
Alrighty, so what we're going to do is your metabolic analysis to show you how to burn more calories. What we need to start with is your height, weight, and age, just to get some baseline measurements. We're going to hop over to the scale. We're going to pretend we just went, came back down. Alright, so Chris right now sitting at 220, and based on our body fat reader, it showed that we are at 25% body fat. Okay, now, have you ever had these numbers taken? Do you know what they mean? No problem. Lean body weight right here, this is the good stuff. We've got 165 pounds of muscle, skeleton, tissue, organs, your hair, skin, your nails, all of that. And then we've got about 55 pounds of body fat. Now, what you're thinking, this number is never gonna be zero. But I think we can both agree we don't want maybe 55 pounds, correct? Great, so let's figure out where you wanna be. Let's go body shopping. Little word of advice, always leave this at zero, otherwise it won't be accurate. Now, since right now we're sitting at 25% body fat, we're gonna be sitting around this overweight category. It's right in that yellow, almost red. So anytime you're over, as a male, if you're over 20% body fat, you're actually at an increased risk of all cardiovascular diseases, including cancer, diabetes, congestive heart failure, high cholesterol, high blood pressure. Do we have any family history of that? Okay, knowing that you're at that at-risk range, wouldn't we agree that the first thing we need to do is probably start heading back and doing something about this, or do you think it makes sense to put it off any longer? Yeah, I agree. So first thing, let's at least get you out of that 20% range. But where do you want to be? 15% is when we start to get that flat stomach and get rid of the love handles, and you might see a little bit of definition in your chest. 12%, depending on your genetics, you're gonna have somewhere between a 2 and maybe a 4-pack that you're gonna start seeing developed. Along with that, you're gonna start seeing some vascularity in your arms and some separation in your quads, while the 8% is gonna be more of a 6-pack ready. You're gonna be able to see the ab definition, you're gonna see veins, that vascularity coming out, and on top of that, you're gonna even see veins coming out of your chest and shoulders. Out of those three, which one would you like to be at? 12? Fantastic. So, do you know how long it takes to lose 1 pound of body fat? All right, it takes about a week per if you wanna do this correctly. Do you wanna lose this weight and have it come back? Of course not, right? So, it's gonna take us about 33 weeks to lose 33 pounds of body fat. Now, with that being said, Chris, do you want this weight to come off and come back, or do you want it to be permanent this time? Yeah, we want it to be permanent. You know, if I could show you how to not only make this weight stay off permanently, get you back to the best shape you've been in years, and add another 10 to 15 years of quality life to you, what would that be worth to you? Would it be priceless? So you'd be willing to pretty much invest anything it took to get that. Great. Let me show you how to do it. We need to add some muscle onto your body. Now, do you know what muscle does for your body? Okay, 1 pound of muscle has you burning up to an extra 50 calories a day, not even coming to the gym at rest. So typically somebody that's looking to lean out or tone up, I encourage them to build at least 10 pounds of muscle to their body. That way they're burning up to an extra 500 calories a day at rest. If you imagine burning an extra 500 calories every single day, it'd be a lot easier to manage that weight loss, right? Or at the worst case, you have a bad day, you slip up, at least you're not worrying about starting back from square one. But it's not an overnight process. How long do you think it takes to build a pound of muscle? Okay, it takes about 5 weeks for the average American. So if we want to put on 10 pounds of muscle, because you want your goal to be permanent, right? Okay, just making sure. We're looking at about 50 weeks to get this goal permanent. Now, do you know how long 50 weeks is? Yeah, there's 52 weeks in a year, so we're looking at about a year. Now, I'm not telling you it's gonna take a year to see progress. I'm telling you it's gonna take about a year to keep the progress. So do you have anything against doing things correctly for a year so you never need help again? Okay, fantastic. Now, let's talk about this. If you come in here every single time you come into the gym and you use the same exact workout every time, are we gonna continue to see progress all 50 weeks, or is it gonna stop? Yeah, we're gonna see something called a plateau. Do you know what a plateau is? Okay, it sucks, right? So in order to prevent that, we've gotta change up your workout more often. Think about this. If you had a beer today and you had 1 beer every day for the next 30 days, would you get the same buzz after day 30 as you did on day 1? No, because your body adjusts, right? It's the same thing with your workouts. So in order to prevent that from happening, we've got to change up your workouts. Any idea how often? It's actually going to be every single time you come into the gym. So if you're coming in 3 days a week like you told me earlier, and it's going to take us how long to make your goal permanent? That's right, 50 weeks. We're going to be looking at roughly 150 different workouts you're going to have to put your body through. Now, Chris, be honest with me. Do you know 150 different ways to challenge your body? Hey, no problem, dude. If you said yes, I'd offer you a job today. That's where the professionals come in. So with that being said, since you don't know how to make that many adjustments, but you do want this goal to be permanent, would you ever consider getting some guidance? Great, we can talk about what that looks like after the tour today. Before that, let me show you around the gym. Thank you, Thomas.